I have a fun project for us to do. If you follow me on my Instagram or TikTok, you know that I absolutely love my Insta360. It's awesome to get a literal 360 view, but I kind of want to switch it up a little bit. And now that I have this YouTube channel, I want to give you guys a little bit of a different POV and be able to talk to you while I am riding around. So today we are going to grab a couple of things and do something really fun to the helmet. We're adding a GoPro. All of these items are listed in the description of the video under my Amazon affiliate link where, yes, I do make a small commission if you purchase these items through my link. It supports me and it supports the channel that I'm trying to grow and make a community on here. So first up, let's talk about the GoPro that I got. I did decide to go with the GoPro Hero 13. This is GoPro's newest GoPro. They had a really good deal on Amazon when I bought it. I think it was like $30 more than the 12, so I was like, might as well. In addition, do not forget to get a micro SD card. You need to buy this when you get an Insta360, GoPro, all of any kind of camera. I got the SanDisk Extreme. It's a 512 gigabyte and it is a U30. Next up, a lot of people have different opinions on a good mic setup. Personally, I've seen a lot where Purple Panda seems to be the way to go, so that's what I got. Again, this was a pretty affordable option on Amazon and I've heard a lot of great things. Now I did get the Media Mod kit. This is what that microphone will actually plug into on the GoPro so that I can connect. I also saw a lot of people talk about ND filters. I watched a lot of comparison videos and pretty much when I ride around, it is peak sun hours. So the sun is really, really harsh. So an ND filter is gonna kind of help with some of that motion blur and help to keep that quality really crisp without being super overexposed. There are a couple of companies that have ND filters, but I just decided to go with GoPros. And last but not least, the actual chin mount. I did buy this from chinmounts.com. You can literally just tell them what kind of helmet that you have, and it is an exact fit for your helmet. The last thing that you want is to have your $300 or $400 GoPro fly off your helmet. So that's why I waited just a little bit longer and ordered from chinmounts.com. So full disclosure, I am just a girl. I'm gonna try to do this myself, and there will probably be a moment where I need my husband to come and help me because he loves me so much and he will. Now I do have the Sena 60R on this helmet. This is their newest Sena, and what's really cool is that there is an option for it to come with 2 helmet mounts. So you can actually take the Sena off and transfer it to a different helmet. Now with that being said, there are 2 of these mounts, and one of them is for a modular helmet. I did not know that when I put the original one on, so my microphone used to stick out from right here. So I went ahead and just swapped them out. So now all of my wiring is internal, which means that I have taken out all of that padding in this helmet. So my hope is that I am going to run my Purple Panda mic through the helmet and then put all the padding back in. We'll see. Now the first step is putting the actual mount onto the helmet. They do say to let it cure for 24 hours. What's really nice is, like I said, these are made for your specific helmet. So for the specific curvature of my AGV K1S, this mount should not fly off. Step 1, we have to actually wipe down the helmet. Now I did go over it. I did clean my helmet with glass cleaner, but I am gonna clean it off with one of these alcohol pads. You don't want any dirt or oil getting in the way of the adhesive. And then I'm gonna dry it. Now that this is clean, we can go ahead and start to attach this. It does say to apply heat for 5 to 10 seconds just to kind of warm it up, not make it hot. It says to apply pressure for 60 seconds. Now that this is good, we're gonna let this sit and we're gonna move on to getting everything else set up. I say it's time to open up the actual GoPro. I am probably going to have to charge this, and I did actually watch a video on configuration settings, and I will be making that into probably a total other video of what I actually keep my GoPro and my Insta360 settings on, how I export my video. Do you own a GoPro? Yes. Yes, I do. It would probably be helpful if my SD card was in this. All right, so right now it is busy doing the update. Once this is done and connected, I'm probably going to potentially plug it in after I get all of the mods and everything like that. So that way when we are putting in the microphone to the actual helmet, this can charge up a little bit. So the media mod kit you do need if you want an external mic. It gives you an actual port to be able to lavalier your mic into so that you can use an external mic. So the piece that connects to the battery, I do have to take off so that the GoPro fits right into the media, like so. Ta-da! So there are these two little latches right at the bottom underneath. We're going to flip those out so that it looks like this. And we are going to put this piece right in between. Camera battery died. Isn't that nice? I put the chin mount on and then looked up and realized that the camera battery died. So I'm gonna attach the GoPro onto the actual mount. I know that we are also going to use this little thingamabobber to actually hold the camera in place. Now, obviously I don't know the exact angle that I want this at yet, so I'm just gonna set it for now and, oh, fix it later. Definitely not that low. Now it is time to install our lavalier mic, and I went with the Purple Panda. Again, I watched a bunch of these videos and a bunch of people had really awesome things to say. So I was like, you know what, if it's working for all these other people, why try to reinvent the wheel? So the setup for this mic is very simple. On the Media Mod kit, which is the only way that you can use an external microphone, there are 3 little doors right here. We're gonna open up this last one. We are gonna use the actual Purple Panda microphone and this fun little attachment. We're gonna plug in the microphone to this attachment, hear the click. The biggest thing with this is that when you go to put this into the Media Mod, you're gonna think it's plugged in. Again, you should hear a click. So you do have to kind of press down a little bit harder on it. And if you're not sure if the audio is working, at the bottom of the screen, you will see that there are little green and red bars that you can see that the audio is on. So now I have the really fun job of kind of feeding this in through my helmet and finding a fun place for my lavalier mic. With that being said, my helmet obviously has a microphone for my Senna. So I'm gonna try to keep them together-ish, but we'll see how that goes. The GoPro wire, it's going to be plugged in here for now, and it's going to run this way. So I wanna run this cable through this whole side, and I popped out this piece. I'm gonna try to run the extra wiring, just tuck it up in here so it's out of the way. And I'm thinking that what will probably work best is if I just clip this mic onto this mic, like onto my Senna mic. I don't know. That's my thought process for now. I think it'll work great. I'm obviously gonna have to do a couple test rides to see where the best placement would be, but I'm thinking that's my game plan for now. There are so many wires in this helmet right now. These are also literal hell to put back in. They are so annoying. Probably gonna have to tape some things eventually or get little like helmet clips, but I think this is gonna work for right now. So I'm gonna put the padding back in this helmet, and then I'm gonna charge the GoPro a little bit, and I'm at least just gonna walk around outside to kind of get a feel of how the audio sounds. All right, here we are. We are on the GoPro. I'm gonna uncover my bike. I'm uncovering it now, and it just started like semi-raining a little bit. So I just at least want to take it out really quickly and test to see the audio volume and honestly how good of a job I did, or bad. I don't know. We're gonna find out together. Say what's up to the Insta360. That would have sucked if I wasn't on video. It's actually happened before where when I'm putting it on, or if I'm like touching it with a glove, that I accidentally put it to like a different setting, and then I go to watch it back when I'm like sitting down editing content and it's like a time lapse or something, and I'm like, nice, awesome. I feel like I need it to be a little bit more angled up, but I could be completely wrong. I also haven't watched the footage back. I don't know if you can tell, but it's starting to rain, so I'm gonna go really carefully. All right, test number 1 is turning on the bike and seeing how the audio is when I turn it on, because I do have an aftermarket exhaust slip-on. It's just an M4, so it's nothing too crazy. I'm also on an R3. Again, nothing crazy, but let's see. Look at all this rain. You know what? It's gonna add for the experience. It's fine. My husband's probably inside like, I cannot believe she's doing this right now. Am I gonna fit here? Oh, 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 oh. I might not fit. I'm gonna fit. All right. Somehow I did that. All right, moment of truth for the audio. Wonder if it makes it any better that I have my visor down now. We're gonna make sure that this person's paying attention. I'm gonna give it a little extra to again see if you guys can hear me. I guess it's not really raining that bad. It's just like drizzling right now. But yeah, I really wanted to start these more so like moto vlog styles. They're fun. I like to watch them. And it's just something different. Like I wanted to change up the context and content a little bit. So I figured, why not get a GoPro? A couple of my other friends have them and I really like the content that they have been putting out. Oh, there's road work over there. So I will not be going up that way. It's also like school pickup time right now. So I probably picked like the worst time to do this, but that's okay. Obviously, I'm sure there's gonna be settings that I'm gonna have to change and that's just gonna come with due time. I think this will be a really nice different POV. I can swap between the Insta360 and the GoPro and hopefully I don't have to change many settings on this. Hopefully this is just good to go.